Before the Alaafin sat on the throne, before the crown touched his head, before the palace drums announced a new reign, there were men who had already decided his fate. You may know the Alaafin. History remember kings. But I am a son of the soil, and where I come from, we remember the hands that lift the crown and the hands that remove it. They were called the Oyomesi. Not warriors, not prophets, not kings. They were kingmakers. Power did not sit alone. The Alaafin was mighty, yes. He commanded cavalry that shook the head from Oyo to Dahomey. His word carried weight across the savannah, but behind him stood 7 chiefs, 7 voices, 7 men who could silence a king, the Oyomesi. At their head was the Bashorun, not merely a prime minister, but the spine of the political body. If the Alaafin was the sun, the Bashorun controlled the eclipse. You must understand something about our ancestors. The Yoruba did not worship absolute power. Even kings answered to something. In Oyo, authority was balanced like a calabash on the head, steady but always aware of gravity. The Oyomesi represented the people. They were the political conscience of the empire. If an Alaafin ruled with wisdom, they strengthened him. If he ruled with pride, they watched. And when tyranny ripened, they acted. There was no public trial, no shouting in the marketplace. When a king had failed beyond redemption, the Bashorun sent a gift, an empty calabash, or sometimes parrot's eggs. No insults, no explanations, just a message every Alaafin understood. The gods reject you, the people reject you. It is time. And the king, descendant of Oromiyan, would enter his chamber and take his own life. No rebellion, no civil war. Power removed power, quietly. This was not mere governance, it was sacred architecture. The Oyomesi worked alongside the Ogboni, custodians of earth and morality. Together they ensured the Alaafin did not forget he ruled by trust, not by fear. Even the Bashorun was watched. Even the kingmakers had limits. Oyo was not an empire of chaos. It was engineered balance. But listen carefully. Systems built by men can be corrupted by men. Over time, ambition entered the council. Some Bashoruns became too powerful. Some Alaafins became suspicious. Trust weakened. And when internal balance cracked, external enemies grew bold. The same structure that once protected Oyo began to strain it. History will tell you about cavalry, about wars with Dahomey, about trade routes and tribute. But we, the children of the soil, know empires rarely fall from outside first, they weaken within. Today, when people speak of the Oyo Empire, they speak of the Alaafin. Few speak of the Oyomesi, yet without them, there would have been no controlled throne, no measured authority, no disciplined succession. They were the unseen architects, the hands behind the crown, the silence behind the drums. In our land, leadership was never a solo performance, it was a circle. And at the center of that circle stood a truth modern politics still struggles to learn. Power must answer to something greater than itself. The forgotten kingmakers were never truly forgotten, only ignored, but the soil remembers.